In this video, Creative Cottage shows you several different ways to make simple Halloween bracelets with handmade clasps. The first bracelet we're going to do today is going to be on the loom, and all of the bracelets will be using toggles as our clasp. We'll need a loom and Halloween colored bands. Go ahead and lay your bands on the loom according to the manufacturer's instructions in any color arrangement you like. And I'll fast forward this. When you get to the end, you're going to need an i-loom-a-nations charm that you made. We use the medium round charm, and you also need a pony bead, which is a large plastic bead with a large hole in it. So once you get to the length that you want your bracelet to be, you're going to need to thread a rubber band through the charm that you already made. Just squeeze the rubber band and thread it through. And then you need to also thread both ends through the bead. So I think it's easier to do one side at a time. Later in this video, we'll show you some tricks for getting it through if you're having trouble. But the hole's pretty big, so you can just kind of squeeze it through. And grab both loops with your finger and stretch it out and place it over the last peg on the loom where you have a band. Now pull it back to get that rubber band out of your way for hooking. So you can see my cute little ghost is on there with an orange bead, and I'm going to go ahead and hook as usual. I'm going to fast forward through this part. And when you get to the end, go ahead and remove the bracelet from the clasp end from the loom. Put your finger on the last peg so you don't pull it the whole way off just yet. You use the loom to stretch your rubber bands out so you can easily put your toggle and bead through the loop. Now you can take it off. And you can see that your bracelet is now secure. So that's one way to use a charm to make a single rubber band bracelet. Okay, that looks good. So now we're going to show you a different way, which would be to use two charms. If you use two charms, the toggle will be thicker and it will open up when you pull on it. So you won't need the pony bead. So if you have time to make two charms, you'll have a double-sided clasp. So this one I did a little ghost and the word boo. So those go through the same rubber band. And then you'll see it's nice and secure and you don't need the extra bead. And you have the added benefit of it being double-sided. So that's two kinds, and now we're going to show you how to make this single rubber band bracelet with the toggle and pony bead, but without the loom. So now we're going to use a little jack-o'-lantern that we made using our starter kit. And there is actually no jack-o'-lantern in there. We just drew that on. It's pretty easy. And I'm going to show you a trick, which is to use a piece of thin craft wire. Any kind of thin wire will work. And you just sort of make your little flexible beading needle out of this by looping it around the rubber band and just pull right through. Makes it really easy if you're struggling with getting your rubber bands through the holes. And then go ahead and go through your pony bead. This one's actually not a pony bead, it's a round bead. It's a round plastic bead with a large hole. And now I have to get the other side through. You'll see I have a sewing needle and thread laying there because you could also use that to help you get your rubber band through the holes. Either one will work. It works the same way. Or you could just do it by hand. You take your wire out And now we're ready to get started. So this is going to be the first link in your chain. So go ahead and stretch that out with your fingers. And just like you've done before, you're going to make a handmade chain in your Halloween colors. So thread the next rubber band through, fold the loops up, hold it with your thumb and forefinger, pick your next color, squeeze it, and thread it through. You're just going to continue in this same manner until the chain is your desired length. So fast forward through that until we get to the end. I think this is a fun way to make a bracelet. Again, you don't need your C-clip anymore because you've made your own clasp. This method would also work really well for a long chain that you were wearing as a necklace. It would basically be a lariat, and it would make it sort of an adjustable necklace. You could pull your toggle through and adjust the length of your necklace. So keep going, and we're almost to the end. So when you get to the length that you think is good for your wrist, go ahead and stretch out the last loops and thread your toggle through. And that's it. It's very simple. Pull on it, you'll see your chain is now secure. You can add it to your Halloween bracelet collection and wear it. Hope you enjoyed that. It's very simple. Happy Halloween. For more videos about creating with i-loom-a-nations, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, or check out our website at www.creativecottageambler.com.